Hey friends, so I am back in the kitchen today and I am making a nice dinner. It's a Sunday dinner. However, you can make it at any time, but today is Sunday and I am making it for a dinner of two. This household is two empty nesters, myself and my husband. And what I usually like to do is make that comfort food meal like that day, and then we have leftovers for the next day. So on the menu today, we're going to be having some garlic herb butter roast beef, some garlic herb butter roast beef. Say that like 5 times. We're also going to be having some mashed potatoes, also some green beans, and a sweet potato pie. So these are all things that you can like just get started and then let the oven do the rest of the work for you. So again, like I like to make easy comfort food meals. So if you want to follow along, you can do so. And I'll see you guys in the next side. So friends, we're going to start off with the injectable butter marinade, and I'm just sticking it about 3 or 4 times throughout the beef roast. And this beef roast is about 4 pounds. It will shrink, so using 4 pounds is a good enough size. I also have some Kinder's brown butter seasoning, and I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit on the entire side of the roast. The next thing I'm going to be doing is adding to the food processor some garlic, some rosemary and thyme. Garlic, rosemary, and thyme. And once I finish processing that, I'm adding it to some softened butter. That's 1 stick of butter. And I'm going to be adding in some seasonings. That seasoning is going to be 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, 1 teaspoon of paprika, as well as 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. I'm going to mix all of that together in the butter, and I'm just going to spread that all over the beef roast. One of the things that I wish I did, and I learned while I was doing this video, is that I have that roast on a cookie sheet. The next time I do this, I will use some parchment paper or some wax paper, because once you add the butter on there, because that, the roast is cold and you're putting it on this aluminum cookie sheet, it's going to stick to the pan. So what you can do is add like some parchment paper or some wax paper, heck, even some aluminum foil if you have it, and then add the roast on top of that. So I sprinkle some Italian seasoning on top of that, and in this this pan that I'm using is actually like a cast iron pan. I'm adding 1 package of onion soup, as well as 1 teaspoon of beef bouillon, and I'm adding 2 cups of water, and I'm whisking that into that pan, placing in the roast. And I'm just going to add some veggies. So that's I have some yellow potatoes, some celery, as well as some onions and some carrots. And I'm going to bake this in the oven at 350 degrees for 3 hours. I'm using my Inkbird wireless thermometer to help me monitor, but I'm looking for like an internal temperature of 195 degrees Fahrenheit. So I'm also going to make some mashed potatoes here. So I have some water boiling, and I'm cooking those potatoes. And those are some yellow potatoes. I, in the oven, have added the sweet potatoes. So I'm roasting like 2 medium-sized to large-sized sweet potatoes, and I roasted that for about 1 hour and 20 minutes, and took the sweet potato out, put it inside the KitchenAid. Also have 2 sticks of butter here, and I'm adding in some heavy cream. I normally would have added some evaporated milk or some sweetened condensed milk, but I only have some heavy cream, so I'm adding that. So I have all the ingredients to the sweet potato pie on my website at plussizeinchicago.com. One of the things that I did add to this is some bourbon. That's just something that was just a little extra because folks on YouTube and TikTok say you should need to try some bourbon, so that's what I did. I'm also using a graham cracker crust instead of a flour crust, and I'm going to be baking this in the oven for about 1 hour. So while that's baking, I am making my mashed potatoes. So just smashing them with the potato smasher, adding 1 stick of butter. Also have some salt and some pepper, as well as some parsley that I'm adding to this. And I'm just going to stir this all together, and then I'm going to use my hand mixer to get everything all nice and smooth. Also added like about 1/4 cup of some heavy cream. I'm going to stir this a little bit and then use my hand mixer to get it nice and smooth and creamy. I must say I usually like to go to instant potatoes because it's just quick and easy, but the hubby really loves it when I make the homemade mashed potatoes. It does taste better, I have to agree. So my roast is done. It's been cooking at 150 degrees Fahrenheit for 3 hours. The internal temperature is 195 degrees. So I let it sit for about 20 minutes before slicing it, and that's just to make sure that it remains juicy. So after I sliced it, I added it to this pan and then I poured the juice over it. Now the last thing that I am making is some green beans. So I just have like 5 slices of thick cut bacon, slice it up, dice it up, add it to this pan with some minced garlic, and added a bag of frozen green beans. Let that cook for about 10 minutes with the top over it, and that's really it. So a nice, really simple way to do your veggies. I also added like some Dano seasoning to it. It was alright, but it seems like I had to be very heavy-handed to it just to get the flavor that I wanted. I also topped it off with some crushed red pepper flakes, and that makes things a little bit spicy, but not too spicy. So the last thing I'm going to have on this menu is the sweet potato pie that is done. It has set, and I'm going to be topping that off with some vanilla ice cream. That's just my favorite thing to do. And that's it. That is the comfort meal for this Sunday. So friends, I hope you liked what I cooked in the kitchen today. If you are a follower of any of my accounts, thank you so much for coming back. If you have not subscribed yet, be sure to subscribe or follow me. Also leave a comment and share the video with your friends and family. And I'll see you guys in the next video.